How do you let go of the pain caused by infidelity? This has probably completely rocked your world and upset everything. It colors every part of your life. And sometimes it can be hard to even function. So how do we bounce back? I'm Jonathan Decker with Mended, and this is Ask a Therapist. Let's do this. Over the years, we've worked with a lot of healing from infidelity clients. Some of the things they say are, I never thought this would happen to me. I feel so stupid. How did I not see this coming? I'm so ashamed of myself. I never thought that I would have an affair. And then the one that really hits me right in the heart is, I would rather die than have to deal with this. The whole reason I became a therapist is because I wanted people to be happy. And the fact is, we're not always going to be happy. Life is hard and life sucks sometimes. I don't think happiness, the experience of happiness and feeling that way all the time is possible, but I do think we can have joy almost all the time. And the difference between happiness and joy, I think happiness is contentment. I am most likely to feel happy when I don't have stress. I'm most likely to feel happy when things are going well in my life. And the fact is, a lot of times we have stress and things aren't going well, but joy is something else entirely. Joy is peace. Joy is strength. Joy is no matter what happens, I'm gonna be okay because I have these skills, because I have these tools, because I have these talents, because I have these people, because I have these resources. I'm gonna be okay. And the things that happen to me that are painful or even devastating, I'm going to use to better myself and to help other people. That's joy. We heal from infidelity. We let go of the pain of infidelity by experiencing joy, by finding meaning or creating meaning. If there is none, we create it. Same as any other hard or difficult thing that could happen to you. The people who I know who have experienced the shattering blow of a partner or a spouse being unfaithful, some heal and some don't. So what's the difference? The ones who heal practice forgiveness. You've heard me say this on other videos on the channel, but forgiveness isn't for the other person, it's for you. And it's not a one-time thing. It's not, I forgive you and we're done. Because those hurt feelings, those angry feelings, those betrayed feelings, the bile, the bitterness, the rage, the desire for vengeance, that comes up over and over and over again. So how do you keep from becoming a bitter person who doesn't know how to trust? How do you keep from becoming an angry person who's often lashing out? How do you keep from feeling like this other person ruined your life? By practicing forgiveness.
Forgiveness is earned.
Because whether or not their choice ruins your life is up to you. Betrayal trauma is not your fault if you were cheated on, but healing is your responsibility because you can heal even without your partner. If they choose not to take accountability, if they choose to be hurtful, if they choose to minimize, justify, blame shift, make excuses, you may think, I can't heal from this, but you can. The relationship may not survive because they're not behaving in a way that's trustworthy, but your healing comes down to your forgiveness. Your healing comes down to, I'm choosing to release this because I deserve peace. I'm choosing to release this because my kids don't deserve to be snapped at and yelled at. I'm choosing to release this because I want to have hope for my future. I'm choosing to release these negative feelings because I deserve joy.
Brings me joy I never thought I could feel again.
Now, if you're the person who cheated, there can be a lot of hurt there as well. Most people I've met who cheat never thought they would cheat. They had the value that cheating and being unfaithful was wrong, and they don't want to see themselves as that person. And so it's easier to shift the blame to somebody else and say, well, I never would have cheated, but he or she made me feel lonely, criticized, attacked, abused.
I'm not doing anything wrong.
But there's no peace that way. There's no healing. As long as your behavior is somebody else's fault, then you will be trapped. Because they're not going to own that, and nor should they, because it's not their fault. If they attacked you, criticized you, isolated you, were hurtful towards you, if you felt lonely, unaccepted, misunderstood, unwanted, yeah, they have a hand in that, maybe even a big hand in that pattern between you. But choosing to cheat, that's completely on you, and if you don't take full ownership of crossing that line, you will never heal. And that's a scary thing to do. Because you don't want to see yourself as a cheater and you don't want to be defined by that. Understandable. Start by recognizing that good people make mistakes. Start by recognizing that even when we try our hardest, we're flawed, we're broken, and we do stupid crap. It's not an excuse either. It's just an acknowledgement. Just like the person who was betrayed needs to practice forgiveness in order to release that, so do you. Forgive your partner for the behavior that led you to perhaps be more vulnerable to this sort of thing. Forgive yourself for choosing to do something that was so devastating. And forgive yourself time and time again, because those feelings are going to keep coming up. But it's not about just forgiving yourself, because if that's all it were, it would actually be unhealthy for you to just forgive yourself over and over. The behavior has to change.
You forgive yourself.
We can't, going back to taking ownership of the behavior, if someone hurt me and I make excuses for them, I can't forgive them if I can't even acknowledge that they did wrong. So how can I forgive myself if I can't acknowledge that I did wrong, right? If I think I was all right or my behavior was somebody else's fault, then I can't truly forgive myself and I can't heal because I can't even acknowledge that there's something to forgive. Take ownership. Responsibility is freedom. Accountability is healing. The next thing I would advise you to do on either side, whether you cheated or were cheated on, is to make meaning. Instead of I'm a victim of betrayal, I'm a survivor. I'm an advocate for other people who are going through this. There's a simple truth, which is that somebody who's gone through something understands it better than somebody who hasn't. So you have the power to help lift those who are going through a similar thing, to have empathy for them, to be there for them, to relate to what they're going through, and to give each other hope. Now, I'm not saying that your therapist has to have been cheated on in order to help you. The way I look at it is if I'm crossing the street and a car hits me and knocks my leg off, I need the sympathy of my family and friends. I need them to hold my hand and help me to go through the ordeal. I also need a surgeon to reattach the leg and stop the bleeding. And that surgeon doesn't need to have their leg knocked off. But if I'm talking to somebody else who's lost a leg, that person's gonna be able to empathize with me and connect with me. And it's all part of the community of healing here. You can be that for somebody who's been betrayed. You could be that for somebody who has betrayed and they feel awful and they don't love themselves anymore and they don't know how they're going to put their family back together. Or if their family can't be put back together, how am I going to heal my family so that we can still love and be connected? You can be that for somebody else just like they can for you.
I'm here for you, okay?
Create meaning. And one thing I know is that no matter what we go through, people ask, why me? Why is this happening to me? One answer that's always true is everything we go through gives us the power to help other people. So start there. If you need to take ownership or accountability, if you need to make changes, do so, but don't own anything that's not yours. How do you heal after infidelity happens? By learning when to trust and when not to. And that's something that our team can help you with. That's something that a skilled therapist can help you with. You also heal by finding joy in your life. This has been a great struggle for me. I want my life to be relatively stress-free and I want it to be problem-free. And I'm guilty sometimes of, it's hard for me to feel happy unless I've handled everything and there's no fires to put out and there's nothing that's stressing me out and everything's good. And I tell people, if you wait until everything's good to feel happy, you're not gonna feel a lot of happiness in your life. As I said earlier, maybe that's the case. Maybe happiness, and it's all semantics. It's all just how you use the words. I feel more joy than happiness. To me, joy is deeper. Joy is gratitude. Joy is love. Joy is a choice, whereas happiness is just kind of like a mood, you know? And I choose to feel joy even when things are really difficult. And that's helped a lot with the people who I work with and the people who we work with.
You will find much joy.
I know somebody who's going through a divorce right now is talking about working on their revenge bod, right? They want to get really hot to make their ex sad that it's over. The best way, whether you stay with your partner or not, the best way to get revenge, this is the only revenge that I advocate, by the way. The best way to get revenge on someone who's cheated on you is to live a joyful life. And maybe revenge isn't even the path. Maybe the path is wanting them to have peace too. The peace that comes through accountability, the peace that comes through the agony of owning what you've done. But if they don't own it, and if they're carrying on with this other person now, or they're minimizing their behavior, or they're hurtful towards you, instead of trying to hurt them, free yourself from your hurt. That's how you undo what they did. It's like Superman flying around the world, making it spin backward and reversing all the effects of what happened before. It's not quite that way because what happened and the effects are still there. But if you find joy in your life, if you find meaning in your life, if you refuse to be defined by this, then that's the best way to heal. And that's the best way to undo that damage.
Undo it!
Now, if you appreciate what we're doing here at Mended Light, I'm going to ask you to share this with your friends, and specifically people you know who are going through hard times. We are trying to help people who feel like their light is broken. It isn't shining anymore because of trauma. We're trying to help them to heal so their light can shine to the world. So please share this, like, subscribe, click the bell, ringy-dingy, so that you get our future videos and that you are always sure to see them. Now, if you're afraid of being cheated on or you don't want this to happen again, one of the best things to do is to know how long you should date before getting married. So I want to direct you to this video that's coming up here, because that's going to give you, if your relationship is done and you're entering the dating field again, good information to know. Or you may have people that you know who are in that situation. So take a look, and I'm Jonathan Decker here with Mended Light. Keep shining your light because we need it, and I'll see you next time. Oh, here comes the video. Where am I? Where am I? I'm just a voice floating in the ether. Well, while I'm here, watch the video, and I'll find my way back.